glad you're still here. Today, we are gonna hop into Lightroom and we're gonna be talking about how to change the detail and effects in your photos. There's not a whole lot more I have to say about that, so let's just jump in and get started. Okay, let's talk detail and effects. So, this effects button, it changes a couple different things. We can change the clarity. I want you to watch. I picked this one because I want you to be able to watch the text. So if we change the clarity right here under the effects tab, it you can tell it like brings out the grain a lot and makes it really contrasty. If I take it away, it gets kind of fuzzy. So if I really wanted to bring out the text and every element on this picture, I could just pull that clarity way up. Or if I wanted to make it like smooth or like smooth that skin, you can bring it down. Okay, I can change the texture. I can bring out the texture super intensely, or I can smooth that over as well. Also really good for skin tones. And then this dehaze, I want you to watch right here on the text. So watch what happens when I do dehaze. It makes it super bold or super flat, okay? So it adds kind of like a dark or a light element over the top. So for this picture in particular, I'd probably just up the clarity just a tiny bit. Beignets are not in anymore. It's 2020, so I'd highly recommend against anything of this sort. The only time I use this is if like something distorted when I was shooting and like the edges of my photo got too dark, and then I'll just put a little tiny, teensy tiny bit of light on to just balance it out. But most of the time I won't touch it. And then the rest of these I don't really work with except for grain. So grain is used in a lot of pictures to just like add like an artistic style. And so you can add some grain to your photos, especially with like portraits and things like that. And you can choose to make it super grainy or not. You can change the size of your grain. I feel like that looks a little bit crazy, so you'd probably bring it back down. And you can play around with this. Some people have a really great, like, kind of like, I think I would say like more like emotional, like intimate editing style with like a lot of grain, and it looks really good in black and whites. So there's that. Okay, detail. Okay, pop it on over to this detail tab. The biggest thing in detail that you're going to use is this sharpening button, and it just like, do you see what a difference that made? So you bring it down here, which is like fine, but then I bring it up here and bam, do you see how it just like locks it in sharpness wise on this diamond, on the invite? This brings out a ton of clarity in your photos and really takes them to the next level. So I usually put it somewhere in the middle, like around 50, 60. And then also noise reduction. So as we can see, there's a little bit of like noise in our fabric, just a teeny bit. And if I bring this up, it helps to like take out some of that gray. Did you see how it went away? How like you can kind of see like specks of like blue-ish in the fabric. When I pull this up, bam, it's gone. Same thing with color noise reduction. If I bring it up a little bit, it just helps like remove some of that and makes it really smooth. Look at how beautiful and smooth that is with really clear text on the invites, really smooth, lovely, even tone fabric, and voila, you did it. Just like that. Isn't it crazy how some of these small things like changing the sharpness or the clarity or the grain has such a big impact on your photos? It's unbelievable. So I'm ready to see these tiny tweaks in your photos today in the Facebook group. I'll be watching. I can't wait to see your progress. And then I'll see you here tomorrow for the very last day of our 10-day challenge. I'll see you then.